Hey out there. Sorry for seeming a bit out of sorts, but you know how you're always tired after a New Year's celebration? That's because today's episode of Sonic Boom was a New Year's episode. Yeah, I mean, it's August 8th. Time for New Year's. I mean, it's not like Sonic lives in a place that has any kind of seasonal change anyway. He lives in some kind of tropical paradise zone where it's always summer. In an unnamed village, because why do you even have to bother with naming a village that never experiences changes in weather patterns? Okay, so the episode opens with them decorating. Tails has his cockamamie gun that shoots decorations. And Knuckles confuses the holiday with Easter for a minute. Apparently the Easter Bunny is still a thing, I guess. So initially Tails' gun doesn't work very well as the decorations he shoots just fall and break. They fall. And they try to set up the New Year's ball, but Styx says that if Tails ruins New Year's, he'll attract bugs and aliens and list jokes. And when Knuckles tries to help Amy put the ball for the New Year's dropping ball up, Tails says that Styx says that she warned him about the kumquats and tries to stop him, and they drop the ball and it breaks. But before they can complain to Styx for ruining that, Dr. Eggman attacks with some ball bots. They are robot balls. Their power is to do typical things that balls do, like rolling and bouncing, except that they defeat one by throwing it into a wall. You'd think if it was a ball, it would bounce off the wall, but no, that breaks it. Yeah, so they defeat the ball bots, and Eggman retreats, and they decide to use one of the fallen ball bots as the New Year's ball. Also, they... Oh boy, hold on. Sorry. Also, the ball... one of the ball bots was spinning in the air. Tails shot it with a decoration gun, and that made all the decorations go perfectly around the village, so yay. Gonna cuddle with something. Alright, so... Man, I know that was just an opening gag, but I actually do feel tired. Okay, sorry for the jump cut. I had a hard time gathering my thoughts. So, there was a... So Dr. Eggman retreated to his lair, and it turns out that he's kind of depressed because it's New Year's Eve, and he never accomplished his New Year's resolution from the previous year, which was to defeat Sonic at least once. So Orbot tries to make him feel better with his New Year's celebration, and he says, if you take out a game of checkers, I'm selling you for scrap. So Orbot quietly hides the checkers. So we cut to the big New Year's celebration in the village, which is kind of like New Year's Rockin' Eve with Comedy Chimp and Swordy Eagle doing the color commentary at various points. And Knuckles is dressed like a giant hot dog because now he's mistaken it for Halloween. Like, isn't this the one where you threaten people with pranks unless they give you candy? That's not even a holiday, Knuckles. Technically and legally, Halloween is not a holiday. Think about that for a second, kiddos. Yeah. So they cut back to Dr. Eggman, who's sitting alone with Cubot and Orbot, and Orbot tries to make him feel better again with his succulent, slow-roasted pot roast thing. So he takes out the slow cooker, and when he takes the lid off, there's this juicy meat inside. And Knuckles says that juicy meat is just another reminder of his failures of the year. But it's okay because the slow cooker gives him an idea. if he can harness the energy of the slow cooker, he can make a machine that'll slow down time and give him more time to slow down Sonic, to beat Sonic for once. So he pours out the pot roast, which seems like such a waste because it actually does look so juicy and succulent. And he opens out the bottom and extracts the power source from the slow cooker. And Orbot comments that it should have been I kind of figured that slow cookers worked on low heat and patience and trapping humidity. And Eggman was like, nope, it's a magical glowing ball. So, Dr. Eggman uses the slow cook thing to make a time slowing device, and he goes to the village in the middle of the party. This time, Knuckles is dressed up in his sleepwear, and he's hoping that the obese man who breaks into your house thinks that he was a good boy this year and gives him presents. Because Christmas. At least he's getting closer. Actually, he's going in the right order. He went from Easter to Halloween to Christmas, so he is going along the holidays in chronological order. Also, those are all specials that they didn't do. I kind of would like to see a Sonic Boom Christmas special, or a Sonic Boom Halloween special. Maybe an Easter special. Probably has something to do with exploding eggs. I'm putting too much pauses in my words. I think Eli was a bad influence on me. Okay, so Dr. Eggman shows up and he activates his time slowing machine, and everything in the village starts moving in super slow motion. And Sonic starts jogging over to Eggman to see what's up. And Eggman says that he's created a slow motion device that will give him all the time he needs to beat Sonic before year's end. And Sonic, of course, he says that for Sonic, a slow motion is just being reduced to normal speed. So Sonic asks why he hasn't been slowed down. He says, "Oh, well, you see, it has to do with going to evil scientist school to please your dad, and you know what? I really don't have time to get into this." So apparently, he was pressured into the evil scientist career path by his overbearing father. That's something that could be expanded upon later, I guess. Remember, officially speaking, in the video game, Dr. Eggman became a scientist because he looked up to his grandfather. The whole taking over the world thing is a completely different issue, but apparently in this world, overbearing father pressured him into it. And specifically into the evil path. Because apparently evil is a career path. Remember Dave the Intern last week? Yeah. So he starts challenging Sonic to various games. They play dominoes, Sonic wins. They play checkers, Sonic wins. Everything they do, Sonic keeps on winning. So Sonic finds out that the reason Eggman did this was just so he could have one win. So Sonic challenges Eggman to a dance-off because they're doing the countdown from 10, but it's in super slow motion, so it's like. That thing. So with the ball dropping, Dr. Eggman and Sonic dance, and Sonic slips up and falls into a pile of boxes. Therefore, Dr. Eggman wins the dance competition, and he has officially beaten Sonic once. So Dr. Eggman, he turns off his time-slowing device. Oh, by the way, Sonic couldn't simply destroy the time-slowing device because Eggman was smart enough to engineer it so that if it was damaged without being shut down, then everybody would have been stuck in slow time forever. Aha! So you have to face Eggman, because he's the only one that can stop it. So it's like, hey everyone, I beat Sonic! And he was like, what are you talking about? Like Sonic says, they were all in slow motion, so your victory over me took place in the blink of an eye. I'm like, oh. But Sonic's like, it's okay, because I saw it. And Eggman's like, And And Knuckles ends with a Groundhog's Day joke. I just saw my shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. He skipped the holiday. He went straight from New Year's Eve to Groundhog's Day. I think Martin Luther King Jr. Day is in there, but I don't think there's a Martin Luther King Jr. in Sonic's world, so this episode, I don't know. I mean, it didn't really have a lot of the laugh out loud moments, but it was still pretty funny. I mean, it was a very basic episode. I mean, they don't all have to be super big, memorable things that focus on obscure characters or it was just, this was just a good episode. A very good, typical, average episode. I like the whole slow cookers are magic aspect, and seeing Sonic get slowed down to normal speed while everyone else is living a 30 seconds of their life in all that time. That's funny. But yeah, Knuckles getting the holidays wrong. I don't like the whole Knuckles is a moron thing, but at least the whole getting the holidays wrong thing is a pretty decent running gag. It's good stuff. So yeah, this episode was just a typically good one. Like, not super spectacular, not bad, just a regular good old-fashioned episode. There has to be an average point, right? You're not gonna see me spewing vitriol at episodes I hate or lavishing praise on episodes I love every time. Sometimes an episode is just plain good. Alright, so we'll see you guys next week.